a fizzy fling, 2 in the saddle, and 1 action replay are among the prizes in this week's 3-2-1. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Ted Rogers.
Thank you very much. Whoa. What a lovely crowd. Thank you very much indeed. Good evening, everybody at home. Welcome to your big Saturday night entertainment. 3-2-1, the show that's 3 in 1. It's a quiz, it's a game, and it's big variety. We have, as always, a special newcomer to 3-2-1 joining us this week. Great prizes. Frankie Howerd's going to join us too. Our resident booby prize, Dusty Bin, of course, is lurking around just over there with the people. If they didn't show, we wouldn't have a show. Come and meet our contestants right here. Yes, and of course, there he is, Dusty Bin, all ready. And remember, of course, if he's won at the end of the show, all our contestants take home is a brand new bin. We've seen enough of you at the moment. Off you go, Dusty. We'll see you later on. Go on, off you go. And let's find out who these people are. From lovely Lynda Lee Lewis. Lynda, how are you? All right,
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Hey. Yes. A little bright, that opens the eyes, that's good, isn't it?
It's a fabulous colour, isn't it, Ted?
Who have we got tonight? Who are the people?
Right, we have Dave and Di Thomas from Loughton, near Warrington, Paul and Helen Taylor from Newcastle-under-Lyme, and Sean and Christine Keenan from Wolverhampton.
Oh, good. Lovely. Thanks, Lynda. Great. Huh? Dave and Di Thomas, you're from Loughton, near Warrington. And do you have any hobbies at all?
Yes, I play golf and gardening, and I play music.
Music?
Yeah.
What sort of musician are you? What do you play?
I play clarinet in a jazz band.
And where'd you do that?
Birkenhead, living in
Birkenhead?
Liverpool, yes.
Oh, Acker-Burke.
The Eagle and Crown. Acker-Burke.
Really? I see. Now, Di, what sort of thing? What do you do? Do you work or you got a family?
I know what I'd like to do.
What was that?
I'd like to sing with his band.
Like to sing with his band?
He won't let
And
me.
he won't let you? Oh, you think
can't-
Acker would back her, wouldn't you? Anyway, our other couple here, couple number 2, are Paul and Helen Taylor from Newcastle-under-Lyme. And Paul, what do you do for a living? What's your occupation?
I'm Assistant Divisional Engineer with our local Staffordshire County Council Waste Disposal Department.
Waste Disposal Department? Oh, well, with the bin, you've come to the right place, haven't you?
That's right, yes.
Helen, what sort of work do you do?
I don't work.
You don't?
I'm a housewife.
You have children, yes?
4 children.
4? And how did the 2 of you meet, then?
Oh, do you?
Well, that's a good point. Our first date finished up in a slaughterhouse.
In a slaughterhouse?
At 2 o'clock in the morning in the wilds of nowhere. Yeah.
Great. Oh, which is a bit like the back row of the Odin, I suppose. Bodies draped everywhere.
That's right.
Good. Sean and Christine Keenan from Wolverhampton, yeah? Sean, what do you do then?
I'm a shift foreman in the chemical factory.
And your hobby's Amateur Operatic Society?
Operatic,
What sort of parts have you played?
Well, last year I played Bill Calhoun in Kiss Me Kate, and the year before that I did Pedro in Viva Mexico.
Does he ever sing bass in the bath?
Occasionally.
Yeah? Well, I'll tell you what, to make him sing high, get a jacuzzi. It's like sitting in champagne, except that the bubbles don't go up your nose. Anyway, good to have the 3 of you here, 3 couples here. Now, you know, in our quiz, we always give you £10 to start, all right? You play for £10 for each correct answer in the first round. The amount you win at the end of the first round is what you get for each correct answer in the second round. So if one couple was lucky enough to score 2 maximums, they could go home with £1,650 from the quiz alone. Now, you know, the quiz is different this series in as much as it's general knowledge questions on the buzzer. I ask you the question. When you think you know the answer, hit the buzzer, wait until I say your names, and then answer. If you're wrong, I will say on offer, and the other 2 couples have a chance to go for the question. Again, wait until I say your names once you've hit the buzzer. If they're wrong, of course, that question will go into the bin, but I'm going to continue reading until I get 10 correct answers in the first round, so good luck to all of you. And here's the question. On what day of the week is it traditional to eat pre-Lenten pancakes? That's Paul and Helen.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, indeed, Shrove Tuesday. What is regarded as the national musical instrument of Scotland? That's Dave and Di.
Bagpipes.
The bagpipes, of course. Give the surname of the famous American band leader and jazz pianist whose first name was Count.
Basie.
Paul and Helen hit. You said it, but Paul and Helen hit that button.
Basie.
Indeed, Basie. Count Basie, the great Count Basie. What disease was Salk vaccine used against? Paul and Helen.
Poliomyelitis.
Indeed it was. In which country is Ankara the capital? That's Sean and Christy.
Turkey.
Turkey, yeah. Have you been to Turkey?
I have.
It's beautiful. Really beautiful. Name the wooden puppet whose nose grew when he told a lie, and that's Paul and Helen.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is absolutely right. Who was the American president after Richard Nixon? Dave and Di.
Ford.
Gerald Ford is right. What word is used for the straight line from one side of a circle to the other? And you've anticipated, Paul and Helen?
Diameter.
Diameter is right, going right through the midpoint, yes. What is an eider from which eider down comes? Dave and Di.
The feathers.
No, that's wrong. On off. Paul and Helen.
A duck.
A duck, indeed. It was, yes. What does it come from? It comes from the eider duck. What name is given to the wedge-shaped piece at the top of an arch which keeps the other stones? You've anticipated, Paul and Helen.
Keystone.
Keystone is absolutely right, yes. And that is our 10th question. So what have we got then at the end of the first round? Well, we have Sean and Christine. They have £20. And Dave and Di have got £30 in the lead at the moment. Couple number 2, Paul and Helen have got £80. Well done. Oh, yes. Well done, folks. So sit back, just relax for a few moments because we have a little break for you at this point because it is time, of course, for the 3-2-1 newcomer spot. This week is the turn of a young lady that I'm sure you get...
Excuse me.
Oh, great.
Now. No, no. No, thank you very much. You saved his strength. Now, when do I bring him on?
Well, who? What?
Pardon?
So, I mean, what?
When do I bring him on? I've been hanging around here all day. I've had to join 2 unions for a start. Now...
Look, Frank, what's the problem?
My problem?
Yes.
It's about my new face. My discovery.
You?
No, I don't mean this, but I mean the new face. My new
well,
discovery.
That's later. We are trying to do a show.
A show?
Yes.
Oh, I thought this was 3-2-1. I didn't realise.
What I tell you. Indeed it is. And the 3-2-1 newcomer spot this week goes to a young lady who, in fact, has her own jazz group. She works in the trio 3 Wishes for Jamie, but tonight she's on her own. Will you please welcome Marie Murphy?
Soon he will open the door. Don't think because there's a ring on your finger you needn't try anymore. For why should always be lovers too? Run to his arms the moment he comes home to you. I'm warning you, day after day there are girls at the office and men will always be men. Don't send him off with your hair still in curlers. You may not see him again. For why should always be lovers too? Run to his arms the moment he comes home to you. He's almost here. Hey, little girl, better wear something pretty, something you wear when you go to the city and dim all the lights, pour the wine, start the music. It's time to get ready for love. I'm warning you. Hey, little girl, better wear something pretty, something you wear when you go to the city and dim all the lights, pour the wine, start the music. It's time to get ready for love. It's time to get ready. You better get ready. I mean to get ready for love.
Great. Marie Murphy with that great Bacharach David number. Terrific that was. OK, folks, here we are then at round 2. I've got the questions here. Yes, you've got your fingers. You're very eager tonight, aren't you? That's good. Same procedure as before. Of course, at the end of the quiz, we do say goodbye to the couple with the lowest amount of money. But this time, there is only 15 questions to be asked. OK, so very, very good luck to you. And here comes the first question. What kind of music is Scott Joplin famous for? Dave and Di.
Jazz piano.
Jazz piano, well, that's close enough. Ragtime was the answer we wanted, but, of course, that's the word they also use when the news of the world goes to press. What age group of people are treated by a paediatrician? Paul and Helen.
Children.
Children is absolutely correct. What is the caramel part of cream caramel made of? Dave and Di.
Sugar.
Sugar, brown, burnt sugar, that is correct. On which river is the annual Oxford and Cambridge boat race held? Sean and Christine.
Thames.
The Thames is absolutely right. Of course, in association football, who was the England team manager when they won the World Cup? In Sean and Christine.
Sir Alf Ramsey.
Sir Alf Ramsey gave him his full title. Well done, Sean. OK, the next question is, how many milk or first teeth do children usually have? Dave and Di.
13.
That is wrong and on offer. Sean and Christine.
16.
That's also wrong. In fact, it's 20, so that question has to go into the bin. You've forgotten, you see. What book dating from 1086 contains a survey of England? Sean and Christine.
Doomsday.
Doomsday Book is right. What is another name for the Palace of Westminster? Paul and Helen.
House of Parliament.
Houses of Parliament or Disneyland? Which chemical element does coal mainly consist of? Paul and Helen.
Carbon.
Carbon is right. What was the surname of the present Duchess of York before she married? Paul and Helen.
Ferguson.
Ferguson was right. What is the date of St. Valentine's Day? Sean and Christine, they're fast.
February 14th.
February the 14th is right. What name did Gordon Sumner take for his singing career? Sean and Christine.
Sting.
Sting, right. Name Leah Frick's wife, who it's said to have ridden naked through Coventry. Di and Dave.
Godiva.
Lady Godiva is absolutely right. How many players are there in a side in basketball? Dave and Di.
7.
That is wrong. On offer. Paul and Helen.
8.
That's also wrong. It's 5. What sea divides Saudi Arabia from Africa? Dave and Di.
Caspian.
No, that's wrong, and it's on offer. Sean and Christine.
Red Sea.
Yes, that's right, and that, of course, is the last question. So at the end of the quiz this week, we've got Dave and Di on £120, Sean and Christine on £140, but the winners of the quiz, Paul and Helen, £400. My goodness. Well, I tell you what, Dave and Di, it seems to go much, much quicker, our quiz this year, even at this pace, but I suppose it's spent quite a time for you, hasn't it, really, just sitting there?
It's been wonderful.
You've been smashing. It's been a lovely lot. I must say, the way you've hit those buzzers tonight, it's been really good. Anyway, thanks very much indeed. Take care. Sit there, enjoy the rest of the show. Give them a round of applause, will you, folks? Sit still, don't you move. And don't you move either. We'll be back after the break, 3, 2, 1. See you in a couple of minutes. We're back. Part 2 of 3, 2, 1 with Paul and Helen, who are from Newcastle under Lyme, playing in this part of the show against Sean and Christine, who are from Wolverhampton. Now, folks, you know what you're about to see here is 3 items. At the end of each one of them, one of our guests will come here to the table, leave you a clue object, read a 2-line rhyme. When there are 3 here on the table, you choose one to reject if you are the lucky couple who gets through our elimination question. So jolly good luck to you. And we're going on with item number 1. And it's great to welcome a bunch of kids. I really think they're marvellous. They are the best. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brian Rogers Connection with Jammin'.
Get up, get up, get up on your feet and jam!
How about that?
Everybody's doing it.
Like that. Great, as always. What are you going to leave them as the clue here, Brian?
It's a map, Ted.
A map is the clue
Yeah.
for you? OK. Here's the first rhyme. Listen to this one.
Seats for two with a single view, his and hers, and a twin set new.
Here you go. That is the first one on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Rogers. Cheers,
Thanks,
Brian.
Ted.
Good luck. Cheers, mate. There's a bit of a buzz coming from over here.
Could be theatre tickets.
Yeah.
Coach trip.
Coach trip,
Trip
theatre
with
tickets.
maths,
Two could be a tandem.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, it's good at least you're thinking about something at this moment, which, you know, usually when the first one comes, they say, oh, I think we'll wait a minute. But that's good. Just keep it thinking on that lines. And, of course, if you're the lucky couple who gets through, Dusty Bin is who you aim for. Get him out the way, you get a good prize. We're going to go on then and have item number 2. And here's a gentleman I'm sure you'll probably remember as the Welsh poet Chadwell from the series Naked Video. He's come up with a new character for us tonight, Frank Hovis. Welcome, please, John Sparks.
Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as you've just heard, my name is Frank Hovis, radical feminist comedian. I am a feminist. Sometimes I dress up in women's clothes. Sometimes I don't, so there you go. As you can see, I've just come back from a little holiday in the Mediterranean. Had a couple of weeks in a very nice little seaside resort called Kazi, ladies and gentlemen. Kazi. I thought it was quite well named, actually, because all the sewage came out into the sea just there. They had big signs up on the beach for swimmers saying, now wash your hands. If you wanted a suntan, you just went for a swim. It was as bad as that. Quite disgusting, really. But a few of us went, and I remember on the first night, this one chap got absolutely paralytic. Absolutely rigorous he was, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the evening, we had to carry him up the stairs, get him undressed, get his teeth out. I think we should have got him back to his room as well, but there you go. You can't think of everything, can you? But the next morning, he was absolutely furious. Furious he was, because apparently he didn't have false teeth. So there you go. He does now, of course. But actually, a very strange thing happened to me while I was there. I woke up one morning and I thought, that's funny. I don't remember going to sleep wearing tartan pajamas. And then I realised, ladies and gentlemen, I'd been sick over my suit during the course of the night. Anyway, that's enough about me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on with the act, because obviously I'm not just an international cabaret artiste and psychotherapist. I'm something else as well. I'm an impressionist. And not only that, I'm an alternative impressionist. And this means that I only ever do impressions of people that I know personally. But you don't know them at all. So I'd like to do my first impression now. Oi! What do you think you're up to? Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. My next-door neighbour, that was, ladies and gentlemen. It's just like him. Anyway, there you go. That's about all I've got time for. But before I go, I would like to say that you've been, haven't you? And I'm going to go. Thank you very much indeed. Good night. Thank you.
John Sparks. Look at this. Is that a clue, or are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a great time. Thoroughly enjoying
Listen,
it.
what's Frank Hovis going to be up to next?
I'd like to get married. For the children's sake, if nobody else, yeah. That'll be nice.
Listen, John, Frank, this is the clue, is it, this time?
That's right, that's the clue.
OK, a pint of beer is the clue, and what does their rhyme say?
Here we go. A channel jump, but with no hop, and celebrate the choicest crop.
There you go.
There you go.
Number 2, John Sparks, Frank Hovis.
Thank you
You
very
name
much.
it, that's who he is. All the best, John. Thank you, mate. Now then, a bit of a buzz here. A bit quiet over here that time?
No, that's I think a holiday in France, going round the vineyards.
Oh, really, Christine? Let's go. You as well?
Take the hop out of the beer.
Yeah.
Wine.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, one more on the table, of course, and then you're going to have to start making up your mind. Of course, you can hear these first two again. Really pay attention to the next one that comes in. We're going to go on then and have item number 3 on 3, 2, 1 this week. And I'm delighted to say, here's a lady... Oh, no.
No, I'm saying...
Oh, look, just...
I'm so sorry, but wait, excuse me, good evening. When?
Soon, Frank.
When?
No, soon, I promise you, soon.
Look, I'm starving. I've had nothing to eat all day except a fairy cake, honestly, and a cup of tea. Now, come on. I've got my new discovery waiting to come on.
He's waiting to come on.
Yeah.
We'll see your new discovery very soon, Frank, I promise you.
All right, now get a move on.
We will
now.
do,
After all, none of us are human, you know. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, and of course we will see Frankie a little later on with his new discovery. Here's a lady I'm sure you're going to enjoy. She's had several numbers in the top 20 charts. Here with a number from her new album, please welcome Jaki Graham. Nice and Jaki, how are you?
Hello, thank you. Everybody all right?
Pretty good, I must say. What are you leaving them, Jaki, as the clue? What's that?
Sponge. I
Oh,
was
sponge?
going to give you the card. It's
No,
a
that's
sponge,
the clue.
darling.
A
Okay?
sponge is the clue, and what does their rhyme say?
Now, a romantic affair on a Sunday bright is true love caressed from first morning light.
That's the third one, and there's a few pondering looks there. We're going to thank Jaki Graham. Jaki.
Bless your heart, darling.
All the best. Jaki Graham, folks. Good luck, love. Well done. Good number. So, Paul, what do you say?
The only sponge I know is the sponge you throw in.
Yeah, we do a few of those on this show, especially when you win the bin. How about you? Any idea, Sean?
Forget to visit the church.
Well, we have three on the table. Of course, I can read the first two again for you, just to refresh your memories here. Now, the first one was the map brought in by Brian Rogers, who said, seats for two with a single view. his and hers and a twin set new. All right? Item number 2 was a pint of beer which came in from John Sparks, who said a channel jump but with no hop and celebrate the choicest crop. All right? So there we are. We have 3 on the table. You have to choose one to reject now if you get through the question. So what one do you think you're going to... Ah, you know, do you? Yeah? Christine, what do you want to get rid of?
We'll get rid of the sponge.
Is that OK with you, Sean?
Yes, get rid of the sponge.
OK, they're going to get rid of that if they get through.
I
How
think
about
we're
it?
in agreement with them.
Well, are you really?
Yes.
Oh, don't like it
I
at
don't know
all.
why, but-
Really? That's going to go if you get through as well. All right, at least we're unanimous on that. The sponge is being rejected. Whoever gets through, the elimination question, which I have here, when you think you know the answer, you hit the button and answer. If you're wrong, I can offer it to the other couple, and of course, if they get it right, they will go through. If they get that wrong, I will continue reading it until somebody gets it right. So good luck to you. And here is the question. This is an English actor, and he's famous for playing a film part sporting 2 prominent front teeth. For him, you can guarantee to get it in the neck. His bark is definitely not worse than his bite. His performing name is Dracula. And Paul's gone for it.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee is right. Yeah, you got there eventually. Oh, dear. That was interesting, Paul, wasn't it? We gave you 4 bites at that cherry before you finally took it. Yeah, you didn't want to take a chance. You did it, and you were right, so congratulations to you. That means you're through with a chance of the big prizes and, of course, getting rid of the bin now. We have to say goodbye to Sean and Christine. And there's Diane with the money they won in the quiz. What did they win, Diane?
£140.
£140 they won, folks. Good. Well done. And, of course, just take a look across there because Lynda has for you the consolation prize. Have a look at this. Yes, it's a lovely black trolley, plus Edinburgh crystal decanter and those beautiful glasses. So that's really something, isn't it? Christine. Oh, I said Christine. He shook hands. How bad? Take care. Give him a round of applause, folks. All the best, Sean. Take care, Christine. Bye-bye. OK, it's welcome to part 3 of 3, 2, 1 with Paul and Helen, who are from Newcastle under Lyme, got through to the toughest part of the show. And, of course, you've rejected the sponge, that we know. Have you had any thoughts about it in the break?
Not really.
No? Only that you didn't like it too much?
That's right, just throw in a sponge, that's all I could think of.
OK, then, let's have a look what it's all about. OK, it was brought in, of course, item number 3. A romantic affair on a Sunday bright, his true love caressed from first morning light. Now, what have we got for you? Jackie brought you in the sponge and said a romantic affair on a Sunday night. That could mean a romantic weekend for 2. Mind you, I'm not sure what he was going to get up to with that sponge. His true love caressed from first morning light. Well, what do husbands always sponge down and polish on a Sunday morning? And it's definitely not for the wife. It is the Ford Fiesta. Put a brave face on that one, Helen. Never mind, she says. I bet behind you, throw in the sponge. What a shame. It's the star prize. Take it away. It has to go. Oh, dear. What about that? We're going to have item number 4. And here's a gentleman who was lucky enough to be in that big smash hit in the West End, Les Miserables, which is now transferred so successfully to Broadway. Please welcome Michael Ball.
Passing stranger on the street turns and smiles at me, but I just don't care. An old friend calls me up to say there's someone I should meet, but I just don't want to. I sit at home at night, count my memories, images of you and me, a fool and his dreams. Don't wanna give up on love, don't wanna give up the feeling. Should I take another chance, put my heart on the line? I'm just not ready yet. It's so hard to forget that I can't go on. They say it just takes time. Everything will turn out fine. But I don't believe it. I tried to tell myself it's gonna work out right. Oh, but there's a part of me I just can't find. Don't wanna give up on love. Don't wanna give up the feeling. Should I take another chance? Put my heart on the line. Wanna give up on love. Don't wanna give up believing. Maybe tomorrow I'll give love one more try. Give love one more try.
Michael, terrific.
Thank you very
Terrific,
much.
yeah. There you are. You don't need me to tell you that. Yeah, I really love it. Great number.
Thank you.
Good to see you here too. What are you leaving as the clue? What have you got?
We're leaving. It's a very old yachting cap.
An old yachting cap is the clue, and the rhyme says what?
The rhyme says, cast off, and you could be all at sea. Inside a liner, and it comes free.
There you are. That's number 4. Think about that, and thank Michael Ball. Michael, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good, mate. Bye-bye. What a smashing guy. There you are. There's a bit of a buzz going there.
An old bin liner comes free.
Uh-huh.
Throw away the old car.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've got 3 on the table. I can read one of the other 2 again, just to refresh your memory. What would you like to hear again? There's the map or there's the pint of beer? The map? Yes, OK. Brian Rogers brought in the map, item number 1, and said, seats for 2 with a single view, his and hers, and a twin set new. So there you are. One has to be rejected right now. So what one's going to go?
The couple thing.
Yeah, you reckon so?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that makes Michael Ball feel very happy, that does. All right, it's going to be rejected then. You're going to reject. Item number 4, the very old yachting cap which came in just now from Michael Ball, who said, cast off and you could be all at sea, inside a liner and it comes free. Well, now, what have we got for you? Cast off and you could be all at sea. That could suggest a cruise of some kind, which it did, didn't it, Helen? Which leads to inside a liner and it comes free. The clue object was a very old yachting cap, only fit to throw away. Cast off was in the first line, inside the liner. Dusty bin, you've done it! My friends, you've been rejected. Take them away. Off you go. Well done. Oh. Oh, dear. Thought somebody had scored a goal at Wembley the way they went potty then. Well, at least you know that's got to be good. You're going home with a good prize tonight, so at least you can afford just to lay back a little bit more. We're going to go on and have item number 5. The moment you've all been waiting for. Here with his new discovery, Frankie Howerd.
Thank you. Now, this is a marvellous discovery. Really is. You'll be amazed. Now, here comes this gentleman from the upper Amazon, and his name is Sufaka. Now, Sufaka, let me introduce me, because he's a discovery. That's right. Come down here. Now, Sufaka doesn't speak a word of English, do you?
No, I don't.
And you see, he learned that from me. No, I don't, you see, because I say that a lot. That's another story, though. Anyway, thing is that Sufaka is the only person in the world who can exist without breathing for over 5 minutes. He can hold his breath for over 5 minutes. It's extraordinary, this. Now, this cabinet is airtight. And no air in it at all, no oxygen. And he's going to stop in there for over 5 minutes. Now, heads up, here you go. Hon pay. Who you behind? That means shut your gobs. Now, here we are. Now, you're going to stay in there for over 5 minutes. Let me tell you something about him. I came across him during my last expedition because I was trying to find the source of the Amazon, because it goes very nicely with peas pudding. Sauce. Come on, don't go off. Sauce, peas pudding, you see, never mind. But anyway, there I was in the jungle with Dave, and we were, you know David Attenborough, and there we were in the... Why not? They were in the jungle, and we heard tales of this amazing man. And Dave, you know, David Attenborough, and I, we were living at that time in the... with the Umagulis tribe. Now, haven't you heard of them? No, they're not very well known. Umagulis tribe. And they're strange people because they exist, they live on nothing but beans. That's true, that's all they eat is beans. And there is about them, how can I put this, quite an atmosphere. Yeah, or you can tell they're about from miles away. But anyway, the thing was that Dave, you know, David Attenborough and I were going up river, and I thought I saw someone in the bushes. Now, I'm the last one to pry, you know me. I mean, I keep myself to myself, I think it's best. But he pushed our way through the creepers, and this man, Sufaka, was lying on the floor. Lying on the floor, motionless, just that rigid. So we tiptoed in, you see, and we woke him up, and we asked him the secret of his amazing bent. And he told us, listen, he told us that he learned to hold his breath when he was brought up by the Umagulis tribe, who ate nothing but beans, if you get the picture. Now, Sufaka has been in that airtight cabinet for what now? 20 days, 4 minutes. I must get this fixed. Anyway, he's been in there for over 5 minutes without air, without oxygen. So I shall now present him to you once more. So here he is again, Sufaka. Let us all sing hymn number 439, Abide in Me.
Francis.
How are you?
Well done, Frank. Lovely.
Thank you very much.
I must say, it's always a pleasure to see you here at Yorkshire. What have you up to, or what are you doing?
Well, I might be Joan Collins' new toy boy. I'm not sure. No, she's begged me. But anyway, in case... I wish you were in the audience. Anyway, in case I don't see you before, Merry Christmas to both of you. Now, shall I do this?
What's the clue for them, Frank?
Now, the clue for this is a diary.
OK, a diary. That's the clue for you, and their rhyme is what?
All right. Reactions may be slow or fast, bringing back that which has passed.
There you go. That's the final one. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Howerd. Thank you, Frankie. All the best, Frank. Well, Yeah, you're thinking about... Hey? She's asking me, could it be? How can I tell you? You've got to find these things out.
Sounds like
recording.
Does it?
Come back.
Fast or slow, bringing back something that's past.
Which one would you like to hear?
We'll have the back beer.
We haven't heard that
No,
since...
all right. Not since it came in. Right, OK, John brought this in. John Sparks. A pint of beer, a channel jump, but with no hop, and celebrate the choicest crop, is what he said. So 3 on the table. The bin has gone. All good prizes, so you have to reject one now. Which one's it going to be?
Still sounds like...
Still sounds
France,
like what?
Vineyards, France, jump across the channel, no hop, take the hop.
So what are you going to do? One has to go right now.
The beer.
Yeah. We can't take 4 children with us anyway.
So it's going to go, yes?
Yes.
All right, then, you're going to reject item number 2, which came in from John Sparks, a pint of beer, a channel jump, but with no hop, and celebrate the choicest crop. Is what he said. So you're right, a channel jump, but with no hop. That could start you thinking about an energetic second honeymoon on one leg. Might even suggest you crossing the sea to somewhere in Europe. But where? You were thinking about that yourself, Paul. The clue object was a pint of beer, which could start you thinking about Germany or Austria, both famous for beer, except the clue said, but with no hop. And the continental drink with no hops can only be wine, which leads to and celebrate the choicest crop. Well, only one wine comes from the choicest crop, and that's used for celebrating champagne. Look at this holiday, you were right.
Reims, centre of the Champagne country, would have been part of your special 4-day holiday in France. First, you'd have been flown to Paris. Then on day 2, you'd have been collected in a chauffeur-driven limousine for a grand tour of the renowned Champagne area, see many of the world-famous vineyards, watch the pressing of the grape, and been asked to taste the product.
There you are, you were right. Oh. Yes. Cheers. Down the hatch. Oh dear, that was first class all the way. That was a terrific holiday, but you were very, very close with your assumption there. Anyway, here are the final 2 on the table, and I can read both of them again as we have the final 2 here. Brian Rogers, remember, brought in item number 1, a map, and said, seats for 2 with a single view, his and hers, and a twin set new. All right, think about that, as indeed you have. Item number 5 was the diary, came in from Frankie Howerd just now. Reactions may be slow or fast, bringing back that which has passed. So, which one will you choose? They're both good ones, whatever you go for. It's entirely up to you. You know, turned down some good prizes as always here, but the bin's gone, so that's got to be good.
So the map suggests touring, isn't it? Touring of some sort. His and hers, bicycles.
What are you going to do? Don't whisper, Paul, we can hear you.
Video type equipment, do you think?
Fast and slow actions,
yeah.
Bringing back something that's past, just recording something and bringing it back. So.
This. Motorbike.
All right, what is it going to be?
That we think.
That one you want to get rid of?
We think so, yes.
You want to reject the map?
No.
Yes?
Yes.
OK, Helen? All right, then, you're rejecting the map, which came in item number 1 from Brian Rogers, who said, seats for 2 with a single view, his and hers, and a twin set new. All right, seats for 2 with a single view. That could possibly suggest a visit to the theatre or courting in the back of a Mini while one of you keeps a lookout. Except the clue object was a map, which suggests something on the move and leads to his and hers and a twin set new. Well, you would have been on the move. You were right there, Paul, because of these 2 scooters and matching accessories. Look, you were right.
Yes, it's 2 for the road with these twin his and hers 50cc mopeds. So economical, you'll be able to go further, faster, cheaper. And they both come with matching his and hers helmets. Would have made you this autumn's Easy Riders.
Yes. Easy Riders, indeed. Been rejected, they have to go. Thank you. Yeah, you'd have easy ridden away from the kids on those, I'm sure. Yeah? I'm sure they would have
away from the kids.
Can you imagine? The kids would say, oh, Mum, Dad, why'd you get rid of those? Anyway, this is the one you stuck with, OK? The one came in item number 5 from Frankie Howerd. Keep your fingers crossed. Good luck. Frankie brought in a diary. Reactions may be slow or fast, bringing back that which has passed, he said. OK, reactions may be slow or fast. Now, that might suggest something to do with driving a car. Not now, I'm afraid the car is gone. The clue object was a diary, so it's something to do with dates and places. That leads to bringing back that which has passed. The key word is reactions, or action replays. You were so good. Absolutely right, Paul. Take a look. It's a video camera, and look.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a magnificent video camera for making your own home movies. Comes complete with a video recorder, plus a portable colour television set and a carrying case. Could make you the Alfred Hitchcock of 1987.
Marvellous. I'm so glad you got that prize, and the family will be too. Let's go and get your prize. Come on, Paul and Helen. There it is. Marvellous. What a fabulous prize, huh? That's terrific. I know the family are going to love that. But, of course, our folks always forget they played a quiz at the beginning of our show, and, of course, Diane has the money they won in the quiz. How much was it, Diane?
£400, Ted.
£400, folks. Well done. Congratulations. Paul, congratulations to you. They've been smashing, as always. I'd like to thank all of our guests, most of all you at home. Good luck to Frankie Howerd with his new act. Till we see you again soon. Take care. Good night. Have a good time, everybody. Bye-bye.
This lot better hope the microphones have got auto-tune on, because it's going to be a struggle to hit the high notes when Steve-O's around, singing in the pain with New Killer Karaoke tonight at 10 on Challenge.